How's it going, ladies and gents? In today's video, we're going to continue talking about the Chevrolet Trax. This is the all-new 2024 Chevrolet Trax because I have an LS here. This is the entry-level base model, nothing added to it. So it'll be a good vehicle to go over to kind of show you the starting point of what this 2024 Trax is all about. Now, we here at the dealership are very excited about the Trax. This vehicle is phenomenal for the money. It's getting very good reviews and ratings on anyone who's really seen it so far at dealerships, customers, and salespeople alike. We just got 3 more of these in through Port Consensus on Friday. I took this photo of the truck around 1:45 in the afternoon on Friday. By about 2 o'clock, we had all these vehicles unloaded. We started getting on the phones, and I had this white LS sold, and I had a white LT sold within the hour. You know, literally happens that fast. Now, Friday night, we close at 6 o'clock. We come back in Saturday morning, and probably by about 9:30, Jackie, one of the other salespeople here, she had this black RS model sold. So 3 vehicles came in, and 3 vehicles sold literally within a couple of hours. Now, the main thing about this 2024 Chevrolet Trax LS and the LS model is it is inexpensive, especially for today's times. The MSRP of this vehicle, including the manufacturer's destination charge, which is $1,095, is $21,495. That's right, a brand new 2024 model for $21,495 US. It's a steal. Let's take a look and see what you get. I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking the vehicle looks very basic with its black steel wheels, its black unpainted plastic mirror caps, you know, but in order to have a car sell inexpensively, you got to cut back in certain areas. So Chevrolet and GM decided to cut back on the wheels on this base model. Have no fear, you do get a set of wheel covers. So yeah, it's old school. Yeah, these are plastic wheel covers, but you know, when you put them on, they'll dress up the vehicle nicely. And I gotta tell you, I'll probably see in the comments that a lot of people will probably keep the steel wheels on the LS because they like that look. I've heard that a ton of times with the Chevrolet Tahoe, that we get the vehicles with the 22-inch transport black steel wheels, and people say that GM should offer those as an option. So you can leave it this way if you like, or you can put your wheel covers on, or you can change your wheel covers to whatever kind of wheel cover you would desire. On the front of the vehicle here on the LS model, it's important to note that you still get LED headlights. However, you lose the LED light. That is actually your turn signal and your amber parking light. So they did cut back a little bit on the front end as well. Also on the exterior, you'll notice you do have body colored door handles, which is, you know, one nice touch, not having the black plastic like you have on the antenna and on the mirrors. You also have keyless entry. However, this is a turnkey vehicle. It's not a push start vehicle. And this particular model, because it has no options added to it, does not have remote start. However, it's available. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Did you happen to see that? Actual analog gauges and a different radio system than you may have seen in my previous videos on the RS model and the LT and things like that. Yes, the LS does have sort of like the old school Trax you know, instrument cluster. So you have an analog tachometer, you have the analog speedometer with your driver information center in the middle, which is controlled by your buttons on your left side stalk here. So right now we're looking at the speedometer. As you scroll down or up, you can go to different functions like fuel ranges and economies and trip odometers. If you hit select, it brings you to the vehicle info, which is your oil life. You can change from US to metric, stability system you can turn on or off, tire pressures, you know, things of that nature. So you're not getting that 8-inch digital screen that you see in the other trim models of the Trax. But again, if you're looking to cut costs, you're looking to save money, you're looking for just basic transportation, really, does it make a difference? As long as you know how fast you're going and you know when you need fuel and you know your tire pressures, doesn't really matter to me. You'll also notice your infotainment screen, although it looks like it's the same size, that 11-inch diagonally measured screen, this one is an 8-inch, and it's actually the software from previous generation models. Now, the main important thing is that it still has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and as you can see, it is wireless as I'm hooked in with my phone right now, and I can pull up Google Maps nice and easy. This does not have wireless charging, because again, to get wireless charging in the Trax, you have to have the sunroof, but you have your USB ports down at the bottom here, so you can keep your device charged while you're out there driving around and using your phone for navigation, music, whatever it may be. Like I said in past videos, this is a very easy system to use, very intuitive. It's all touchscreen, it's color, it's HD, it's got a nice backup camera. Guidelines move with the steering wheel to show you exactly where you're headed. You know, so it's pretty a pretty nice setup. I've always been a big fan of the Chevrolet infotainment systems. In fact, this is the same system I have in my Chevy Bolt, and I love it. As we move down the center stack, you have your nice big vents where you could aim and adjust the climate control air, you know, depending on how you see fit. You do have a manual climate system in here. So you have your center knob, which is your fan speed. You have your manual hot to cold knob with your AC button in the middle. and then you have your direction of where you want the air to flow, you know, either the floor vents, the dash, or the window, you know. So again, it's not automatic like in the previous video I did where we were inside that RS model and you had that auto climate control, but it's going to do the same thing. It's going to cool you, it's going to heat you up. Also, we have the hazards here if you have to pull over, double park, anything like that. I've noticed that they've been moving this over towards the passenger side of the vehicle, which I guess makes a lot of sense. Like if somebody was driving and they had an issue, let's say they had a heart attack or they passed out, and the passenger had to somehow gain control or take control of the car, I think the first thing they would do is probably throw the hazards on to warn people around them that something's going on. You know, so it's smart that it is now pushed towards the passenger side or really into center versus like they used to have it up on top of the steering column. In front of our shift knob here, we have our lane departure warning with lane keep assist. We also have our auto start, stop, deactivate buttons. So if you don't like that feature that turns the engine off when you're at red lights and stopped in traffic, you can deactivate it. I've said this in videos before, you got to deactivate it every time you get in. So if you turn key to start, the next thing you do is you would press that button. What I would recommend you do is leave it on, see if you just get desensitized to it. Over time, it might not even be a thing for you. Before we take a look at the steering wheel controls and things like that, I'm going to point out that if you look at your instrument cluster here, you have no sun or anything like that on it. And this is just a quick public service announcement for anybody, public service announcement for anybody who makes videos or content. You know, you want to try to make this look as clean as possible. So what I did was I placed the floor mat upside down here on the windshield. This way I can eliminate that sunspot there on the screens. So when you're making videos, pay attention to those little details because details matter. Right hand side of the steering wheel, you do have some radio controls here. You have volume and you can go to your favorite stations. You also have your Bluetooth buttons. In the middle, you have your gold bow tie with your airbag and your horn. And on the left hand side here, you have cruise control. So this vehicle does come standard with cruise. This is standard cruise control. It is not adaptive cruise control like you can get in the higher trims. And you also have your forward collision alert, which is your forward collision alert and emergency braking. This vehicle is standard with Chevrolet's safety assist package. Speaking of safety, there's your OnStar buttons up there above the mirror. Now this vehicle does have OnStar. It has a Wi-Fi hotspot. Some of those things are by subscription. However, what is included is 3 years of the remote access plan, which means you can use the My Chevrolet app to lock, unlock, locate your vehicle on a map, you know, check tire pressures, all sorts of stuff. So when you're buying a new Chevrolet, make sure you do download the My Chevrolet app and get all that hooked up. Also, while you're doing that, enroll in My Chevrolet Rewards, because when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, you're gonna earn some points. Those points equal dollars, and you can use those dollars to buy GM accessories, pay for future service, you know, things of that nature. As we look at the inside of the Chevrolet Trax here, you'll notice you do have some blue accents on the LS. You have, you know, black plastic trim. Again, a lot of this stuff is textured a little different. You have some silver trim, which really complements the black and gray seats. It's a two-tone seat. It is a cloth material. It feels very durable. You know, and I think it'll really stand the test of time. Now, when you look at the driver's seat here, again, no power seat. You do have the ability to lift that seat higher or lower, recline, and forward and back. So it's a 6-way manual seat. On the passenger side here, it is only forward and back and recline. There is no height adjustment. We now get a center armrest in the Chevrolet Trax with storage. We get our standard size glove box. You know, we've mentioned that in videos in the past. By the way, I'm going to link all my Trax videos together in a playlist. So if you're interested in this vehicle, you'll be able to kind of just go down the list easy and watch them all and get all the information that you need. In the back seat here, same type of trim on the seats. You have your black with your gray patch, kind of breaks up the interior just a little bit. Again, there is no fold down armrest or anything here, no center cup holders. So your cup holders are on your doors, both right hand side and left hand side. And then when we go to the cargo area here, one thing I will point out, I'm going to mention in a second the LS convenience package. And one of the things you get in the LS convenience package, according to the website, is a rear floor mat, a rear carpeted floor mat. So in my mind, I said, wait a minute, does that mean this LS only comes with front floor mats? Now, you know, I've been using the front one to block sun glare. Here is the, here's the passenger one. And obviously this one is for the second row seat. So it does actually have a rear floor mat in the base LS, at least this particular one does. I'm thinking maybe either the website wasn't updated or I read something wrong maybe, but this one does have carpeted floor mats front and rear. I can also show you that these seats do fold down very easily. Click of a button, push them forward. I can move this out of the way, move my floor mats out of the way, and lift this up to show you that you do get a spare tire. It's a compact spare, but you do get that standard in the vehicle. All right, so you're sold. You decide you want to save money, you want to go with the least expensive version, so you're going to get a 2024 Chevrolet Trax LS, but you just wish it had a little bit more in it. Well, you can do that. You can get a LS convenience package for $995. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you remote start. It's going to give you heated seats in the front row. It's going to give you 17-inch aluminum wheels. It's going to give you body color mirror caps and heated mirrors. And it's also going to give you that carpeted rear floor mat, which we just showed you as actually included in this particular one here. So you're going to dress it up a little bit. You're going to get aluminum wheels. You're going to get body color mirrors. You know, you're going to get a remote start and get heated seats. You know, some comfort features. And you can get that for $995. And for $250, you can also add the driver confidence package, which is going to give you side blinds on alert and rear cross traffic alert. Two very, very, really good safety features. If you added those two packages, that's going to put your total MSRP, including manufacturer's destination fee, to $22,740. It's a bargain. There's a lot of car here for the money. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. And also in the comments, if you've driven, a test driven, bought, purchased, or have any experience with this vehicle, put that in the comments too. Share, you know, share with the community, and let's all learn together. I'm actually really enjoying making these videos on YouTube, on this channel, because it helps me learn. It helps me keep up to date with product and things like that. I think early in the week, my next video will be a comparison between, not this LS, but I have a white LT Trax and that white LT Trailblazer. So if you're interested in that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. If you got any information out of this of value, please hit the thumbs up, like the video. And Dave B. Sell Chevy, we'll see you in the next one.